This Warriors Life Podcast 2024, episode 35. Will Evans and Brad Larking here with the fella you might recognise, Jazz Tevaga, Warrior 209. How are you, mate?
G'day, boys. Thanks for having me on. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Battling away. Another Tuesday. Just banged up a fence and then had a shower, and now I'm looking at you. It's this is good going.
Are you a builder or?
Yeah. I don't make money from this shit, bro. yeah. So builder 9 to 5. Yeah, Jazz, I am.
Fuck, I need a few fences.
Yeah.
You sure I need?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I meant to say that before. Go hard.
Oh, yeah.
Get them all out. We're brought to you by Kingz Container Crew, of course. Head to Kingz Container Crew for your container packing and unpacking solutions across Australia and New Zealand. Jazz, first of all, mate, another tough one on Friday. It's left the team in a bit of a tough spot for the finals. But most importantly, how's Chanel? How is he ready to laugh about it yet?
Yeah, bro. He was a bit. Well, obviously he was gutted after the game. I think everyone saw. He was in tears. That's how upset he was. We're in the showers straight after the game. I just said to him, I was like, bro, do you know how to toe hack? And that made me laugh. So I think he's all right at the moment. I think he's all right now, sorry. But yeah, I like to put other things and try and, lighten the mood when I that's what
I'm not sure if you guys would be aware of it, but Stacey's missed a similar one actually after the siren to win a game. It ended up a draw, but so Stacey probably could have put an arm around him and said, I know what it feels like.
Who was that against?
Against the Bulldogs at the Cake Tin in 2001. It was an amazing late comeback, and then Stacey had a shot at the end to win it. Ended up in a draw, but he's hooked it.
I'll find it, and then I'll show you now, and I'll say, look, mate, even the fucking best do
it. Yeah. I've missed one or two as well.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll bounce back. Obviously it's tough, and a couple of tough losses in a row leaves you in a pretty tight spot on the table with 6 games left to go. But you guys still got your sights set on the finals.
Yeah, bro. We've had a shit injury run, eh? I'm not making that as an excuse, that's just the truth. We haven't been able to field our best 17 for a while now. That game against the Bulldogs, we lose our back three. Play the Raiders, we lose our fullback and our centre. So it's definitely not helping. We're all missing Sean. I think a healthy Sean, we saw what he could do last year, and he's been carrying a few niggles this year. So he's looking good, actually. He trained with us yesterday, and man, he had a spring in his step, and he said he's feeling good. So hopefully, I'm not sure if he's playing this week or next week. But yeah, we need him ASAP. But yeah, like
exciting,
you said, hopes are getting real slim. I think if we want to make the 8, we've got to pretty much win nearly every game. So it's possible. We got a good draw. And yeah, I think we just got to take a week at a time and start getting some results.
You've probably been in several seasons where you've got a similar record to this, 7 wins after 18 games or so, and needing to win 5 or 6 in a row to make the finals. But does it feel different because of what this team is capable of, and I guess because the injuries have been such a major part of it? Like, is the mood and the confidence and the feeling in the squad a bit different to some of those other seasons where it hasn't quite worked out?
Yeah, well, I think in the past, bro, the feeling has been shit because we were shit, and I knew we were no chance. But this, with this team now that we've got over the last 2 years, you can just never count us out, because I know the potential that we have as a group, and when we're on, I think we can beat anyone. Things just
I don't think that part of the team or the game has disappeared from the Warriors this year, have they? Like, you're still super duper competitive. Some of those in-game injuries have been a ball ache. That must just cock up all your plan. Yeah, I've still got confidence, and I think it is different to those years where you just go on a 10-game losing streak and just wimp out of the season. There's a lot of fight in this team still, and I think even if you make the finals, I'm not really scared of anyone above us us. Us, I call it like
You
us,
go.
like I'm out there playing with you, but there's no one there that scares me. I think we can beat anyone in this comp. It's just getting it right for 80 minutes and getting everyone on the paddock. And yeah, it's been tough. It's been a tough watch as I can imagine it being. It has been playing as well.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating, bro, to be honest. And then even just shit that we're doing as a team, like some of our fundamentals under pressure, like we either give away a stupid penalty or a silly error. And that's been pretty much the story of our season, which is frustrating for sure. Like even in the weekend, like we're up 18-14, I think it is. And I think, was that the score? No, it was 14-0. That was the score. And then just silly things like, I'm not going to put my mates on show, but then we give a penalty away. We drop a couple balls, incorrect play the ball. And that was in the last 10 minutes. And, to close out a game, you can't afford those because it just gives the other team an opportunity. And that's what the Raiders do. They took off both hands.
Yeah, maggots.
Must be tricky for you, Jazz, because last year was obviously an incredible year for the team, the club, every fan. It was crazy. But you had a pretty injury-hampered year, and I've heard you talk about it. You sort of came back from that long layoff, not quite fit enough, to hold your normal standards. This year, your body's right, and you've had some great games. You've been in great form personally lately, but the wins just aren't happening. Must be, a little bit sort of glass half full, glass half empty at the moment for you.
I must be the fucking problem.
What's doing?
Oh, games. Yeah, bro. Yeah, last year was very hard for me to be on the sideline and watch. I was super proud of the boys and not only the boys, the club, the fans, the country, because it was about time. You guys deserved. You just deserved it, and yeah. It was tough watching on the sideline. This year, I'm in the mix. I've managed to stay away from the rehab crew, so get some more games under my belt. But yeah, I feel good, man. I think Whippy's got the mix right, with the balance when to put me on, which is just before halftime, and then try and get the second half started well, and then bring me on if he needs to again. So yeah, I feel good, man, and I'm pretty confident.
Is that your preferred role these days? Doing that, as opposed, are you still hoping to make the starting lineup, or do you like that role, bringing on some punch?
No, I think where I'm most strongest is coming off the bench. I think I'm a good impact player. That's not blowing smoke up my ass.
But it's you're right.
That is a different beast, and I just think once the brunt of the game is out, and then I can come on with a different look, a smaller body, a bit more legs than the big fellas. So, I think impact off the bench is suited best.
It's funny. Ex club 39 game club captain Charlie Gubb yesterday on Harrick, he picked you as a man of the match in the weekend, and pretty much said exactly what you just said about your game. He sort of said it. Maybe he just stole something from you, knowing him. But yeah, you got Gubby's Porter King Player of the Week, mate.
The man full of shit, they call him. Nah,
he sucks.
Charlie's one of my best mates, and we talk every day. No, I was just texting him before.
Oh no, shit! That's probably why I gave it to you then.
But yeah, he's a funny fellow, that dude.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Have you chat to him next? When you chat to him next, ask him what happened to his treehouse.
Will do.
Your treehouse. Why did you have to cut it down? And then he'll know shit.
Sweet, we'll do. We'll keep that in mind.
A big year for you, Jazz, personally as well. Welcomed a wee girl into the world. Is it Malia or Malia?
Alia, yeah.
And came a little bit early, but so a bit of a scary ride for you guys for a wee bit. But obviously all going well now, and you're on dad duty today.
Yeah. We had a few miscarriages over the years. I think we had 4. So it was a blessing, a miracle to get baby out safe. She came 6 weeks premature, so it was a bit scary, but thankfully both of them were okay, and it's been a hell of a journey, bro.
Wow. Yeah, that would have been intense.
Yeah, it was intense, bro. I was going off at the surgeon because we had to have an emergency C-section.
Oh wow!
And were you standing over the surgeon?
I was about to. They had a little curtain covering my missus' face so she couldn't see them like cutting her open and shit. And I was just standing there watching the whole thing, and she was looking at me like, "What the?" She was like, "What's on?" She started to panic. And then the surgeon puts the clamps on the baby's head, and he like yanks it out, and it looked like he was gonna rip her head off. And I go, "Mate, fucking be careful." And he screamed, and he's like, "Let me do my job." Started knocking up at me, and I was going, "Are you sure?" And then the nurse, she heard me. She's like, "Calm down, like he's just doing his job, blah blah blah." And they try to stay calm, and I was just like, "Fuck me and you after this, mate. We're gonna
go catch him as he's going to his car after work."
But it was a crazy experience, and baby, she's growing fast.
Yeah,
awesome. We won't go over the ins and outs of your career too much, Jazz. We don't have you for too long, and you've certainly done that on some other great chats that we've seen. Watch the Monty Beetham Once a Warrior episode with you today. Actually, was one of the best. But I did want to ask you about your start with Burnham Chevaliers, and I've been working for Canterbury Rugby League for this is my 10th season now, and we always claim you as a junior from down here, a proud Burnham Chevaliers product, and write a column every week that talks about all the players that have come from here and what they're doing now, and so we certainly claim you as a proud Canterbury product. It's actually, people from the Warriors have kind of scoffed at it that we claim you. So are you happy for us to claim you as a Canterbury bred boy and a proud junior?
100%, bro. That's where it started.
Yes.
Burnham Chevalier. Then I made the move up to Popkura. So I've got self-made tatted on my back, SOUTH, and that's just because I was born in South Island, but I was raised in South Auckland. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
We're all very proud of you, mate. And great club out there at Burnham. But sort of based around the military camp, and obviously that's why your family was there. So I'm sure it's still pretty dear to your heart, mate.
Me and the Nicarima boys, they were the same year. So
a few coming through actually. CY Wong as well. Played for them. So
where's he from?
I'm not sure, but he did play. He might have been born in Christchurch, but he definitely played for the Chevaliers as well. We've been claiming it anyway.
Oh, far up. Didn't know that.
So real breeding ground. Another thing, obviously very dear to your heart, Jazz, and we've followed it with great interest, is what you've been doing for your mate Roman Tuamata, who's going through a pretty tough cancer battle, and you've done some wonderful work, fundraising and that sort of thing. Thought we'd just take the opportunity to ask how he's going and how you're going with it. And it's obviously tough for everyone in his life.
Well, bro, just on Roman, he's he's the friend in the group. Everyone in their groups of friends, they have that one guy that he's like the big brother to everyone. He looks after everyone. He never gets in any arguments with anyone. He's just a good cunt. Oh shit.
That's all good.
Yeah, okay.
So when he got diagnosed with cancer, it rocked us. We were all fighting each other, going, "It should have been you." weren't saying that. it all rocked us deeply, man. He's doing okay. He's doing a carnivore diet. But he's gonna try another round of chemo because chemo wasn't working initially. So he's got to try another round of chemo. If the tumor shrinks, it's the size of a rugby ball, so pretty big. If the tumor shrinks, then they'll attempt to cut it out. And if that doesn't work, then we all know what will happen after that. So
wow, a rugby ball.
Yeah, bro, in his stomach.
Wow, that's intense. Far out. Poor
When he
bastard.
gets standing up, when he lies down, you can actually see popping out of the stomach.
Jesus.
Wow, that's tough for someone so young, and obviously such a good mate of yours, mate. Would certainly feel for you. You can give a little link on Jazz's Instagram, also included in the episode notes for this one. Very proud to say our sponsors, Kingz Container Crew, have gone above and beyond with a donation to Roman's cause as well. So we're pretty pumped about that, just on behalf of Kingz, for them to do something like that. But yeah, I know they've been following Roman's journey as well. So yeah, thanks to Kingz Container Crew, bunch of legends.
Shout out to
the boys.
Tom, Carlos, that was massive. And yeah, what I was going to say is Roman's treatment plan, if that fails, he'll head over to the US, Houston, Texas, I think, is where the leading facility is. And bro, the treatment's like $1 million, $750K.
Wow.
Which is absurd because imagine just like an average show trying to fucking
yeah. Game over.
Bro, how is that right? So anyway,
yeah,
that's the plan.
Far out. All the best, Roman.
Every
that's
dollar
a hard out
counts.
situation.
And just obviously TWR wants to do their part, mate. As a starter, just for this weekend's game against the Tigers, a dollar for every meter and tackle from us, and chuck in another 100 if you can get a try, mate. You don't get too many, but yeah, that's a
watch this maggot this weekend. He's going to get 6 of them.
bit bullhog.
I hope so, bro.
So do we.
Just trail Dallin, get him to run around behind the post and give you an easy one.
Bro, I think in my whole career, I've scored 1 try every year, and that's it. Like one. Sometimes I've scored it, and I'll never score again. It's just.
He's not the most prolific try scorer going around, but I do have your stats in front of me. He actually got a couple in 2019, so you were on fire that year. But you do have one.
Big year.
You do have one this year in that draw against Manly, crucial try. So yeah, I reckon it's time to double that tally this weekend.
Right, that's the plan. Give me the ball.
Attaboy.
Also, as a show of solidarity with Roman, you went the bald head look from start of last season. It's hard to imagine you any other way now. Speaking as someone that has been irretrievably bald since I was about 22, I want to ask you, if you grow it out, what's the coverage like? You still got a nice thick mop there, or is it starting to? Is it double-edged sword there?
I'm using Roman's cancer as a publicity move. But realistically, bro, I'm just fucked.
Oh yeah,
the old McDonald's one.
Yeah, out of it. Imagine just growing it wild.
When I keep shaving, it's for Roman, but really.
And obviously you got a lot of publicity or attention last year when you and Dylan Walker were coming off the bench together with the same hairdo. He started growing it out a bit. Is that because he's a flash guy in the starting lineup?
I think because he's recently single, he's Mikey's grown his hair out just to give him a little bit of something, you know.
Yeah, out of it.
It actually looks shit, like when he grows it out. He keeps it real fade and a short on top because he's got a good hairline, but it's just thin on top. So when he keeps looks scucks ass, like he's so yeah, I think that's why, because we had a good thing going on. But yeah.
He's ditched you, bro.
Yeah, he's starting now, and he's got his head, so I'm jealous.
That's what happens when a tomcat goes on the prowl, though, eh? Ditches all his mates, and he's a lone wolf all of a sudden, just out there.
Yeah, so yeah, he lives with Rocco Berry and Ponsonby.
Jazz, I wanted to ask you. You've had a reputation as a bit of a firebrand throughout your career, and it's awesome. The fans love you for it. It's sort of played into your sort of cult hero persona, and you just get stuck in, no matter who it is against, whether it's Jared Waerea-Hargreaves or anyone. We probably haven't seen it as much of it maybe this year. You did get into it with Curtis Moran against the Bulldogs, but there's nothing premeditated about it, I imagine. It's, you just react how you react.
Yeah, I think I've touched on it a few times. But back in the day, when I was, branded as that hothead, it was just because I was tired of us getting bullied as a pack, and we had no one with that sort of persona in our team. If you look at all the good teams, they've all got, alpha leaders, or call them bullies. Look at Melbourne. They used to have Jesse Bromwich, Nelson. Roosters have had Jared and like Victor Radley. The Rabbits had Burgess and all them boys. So all the good teams have them, and our team, that was what we were missing. And I was just tired of us getting bullied, so I'll try and stand up for us. And that's when I'm from South Auckland, and when things get shit, I'm just start seeing red. So then I'd get caught up in the emotion side of it. I'd be angry, and then I'd see red, and that's when I'd do something stupid, give away a penalty, or get sent off for 10. So I had to tone that down a lot. And now we got those bullies in our team. We've got Adam and Barney. So now I just stand at the back going, "F you."
Giving them the fingers from behind Adam.
I'll see you after. So I don't have to try and be that guy anymore. I can just focus on my job, and I think that's why my footy's sort of matured a bit, because I just can focus on my actual role and playing football. So don't get me wrong, I'm still keen if anyone wants to. That's why he saw that, because he was the one tripping away. So I'm still that dude when I need to be. But
same as that doctor at your child's birth.
Well, exactly.
Poor cunt.
Oh, shit. Are you the best sledger in the team still?
Oh, bro, Adam's pretty up there.
Is he? Yeah. He seems so silent when you're watching him on TV. I thought he was quite passive on the field and didn't really say much or do much. But yeah, I'm hearing different stories now.
He's a bad sledger, but the reason why I don't see him on TV is because no one tries it with him. They're all scared of him. Bloody 6 foot plus, tatted up coconut. Of course they can try it with him. But the one I do give him props was Moses Leota in the semi last year. He started arcing up at Adam, and then Adam was giving it back. And then after the game, Moses went to go shake his hand, and Ed said, "Nah, we'll go out the car park and have a 1 out if you want."
Whoa! Imagine those two going at it.
Moses was like, "No, leave it on the field," and he goes, "Yeah, that's what I thought."
What a maniac!
Scary fucker.
That's outstanding.
That's why I'm.
Anyone in the NRL?
What's that?
I was just going to say, anyone in the NRL that stands out as a master sledger. Obviously, JWH gets into it, but anyone that is just is outstanding at it, that can get under everyone's skin.
Bro, who was the worst I've seen was Will Chambers. He was
Will Chambers, yeah.
When he played for the Sharks. We played at Gold Coast Titans home ground. This was in COVID. He was just sledging everyone so bad that even his team, like Andrew Fafita, was getting pissed off at him.
Wow.
He was getting personal, talking to Alan's wife and shit. Bro,
whoa.
That's how bad it was.
Kane Evans got sin-bin twice in that game, I think. He just totally got into his head.
No, not that game. Oh,
was that a different game?
I think it's the same one, eh?
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about him and Matt Lodge got sent off.
Oh no. But yeah, there's a different one where poor old Kane got binned a couple of times.
Yeah. I remember that.
Jazz, we have something in common, mate. Besides not much here, we're both home sauna owners. I've been creeping around on your Instagram and saw that you got a sauna at home. How are you finding it?
Very good, man. Shout out to Mine Heart Saunas. They hooked me up with one. Beautiful family. But yeah, sauna, man. I love it. I'm loving it. I just need to get me an ice bath now. I'm into the old contrast, hot and colds. Not just for the recovery side of it, but for the mental side and even the dopamine gives you, how you feel afterwards. So I'm loving it at the moment. We just got a few new oils to try out. The eucalyptus one I'm keen to try. I might try it tonight. But yeah, it's good, man. I like the, because these are the rock. They're like the rock saunas. I like it better than the infrared.
Yeah, that's what
what's
we've
yours,
got, the
Will?
infrared sauna. Infrared. So if Mine Heart Saunas wants to upgrade me, we get several hundred listeners a week. So, the amount of publicity you could get from upgrading us to a rock sauna, the sky's the limit. But yeah.
Because yours just looks like yours looks like a chook shed with a patio heater in it, Will. I don't know if it is a fucking sauna at all.
That's bullshit. It looks just like Jazz's. But no, it's good. It's definitely good to be at, the convenience of having it at home is pretty awesome.
Yeah. No.
Ice baths scare me. Who was it? Ben Coleman on the other week talking about ice baths and that. Josh Coleman.
Yeah.
And what it can do to you. He's a massive.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Believer.
Believe it. There you go, bro. I just blanked. There you go. There's the first one, Jazz. There'll be a couple more of them pop up the next half hour.
Yeah, bro. I love the ice. We've got a good setup at training. We've got a sauna, a cold plunge pool, and like a big spa bath, which comes in handy because most mornings, we've got a crew. Most mornings we're in there at 6:30. Me, Rog, Eden, Tom Ali, and Bunty. Pretty much us in there every morning. So it's good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, finish our coffee, talk some shit.
With the footy improving, are they improving your setup a little bit at the club as well? Are you getting a few more flash things rolling in the door?
Yeah, Robbo and Amanda, like they're big health, what do you call them, gurus. Well, mainly Amanda, she's all into this, like, sauna, organic eating and all that shit. So they've given us pretty much everything, so we have no excuse.
Cool.
Got our sponsorships for for food, even for our lunches and that, get us the best like supplement deals and shit like that. So yeah, the place, since Robbo has come on board, like the place is upgraded massively. So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. I want to ask a bit about rep footy, Jazz. You were a junior Kiwi in 2015 and stacked team, by the way. James Fisher-Harris, Nelson, Marata Nukore, Joey Manu, Jermaine Osako. Represented Samoa at the 2017 World Cup and again 2022, which I'm sure was a massive career highlight. Māori All-Stars twice in the past 3 years. Is there still a desire for you to play for New Zealand, represent New Zealand, or do you have to declare your eligibility? Where do you sit with the international stuff?
Yeah, I think that ship sailed, bro, to be honest. You look at the forwards and the Kiwis, like they're all pretty elite forwards. My heart's sort of strung up on Samoa. I think, the opportunities that they've had over the last few years, I've missed out on because of injury, especially like the last World Cup, which I was spewing about. But so happy that the success they had. So these 2 England games coming up, they're in the back of my mind. Hopefully I'm fit, and hopefully I get to make the trip over, because then I'll get to see I'll go see my daughter. I've got a daughter over there.